Welcome to this deep dive session on app connectors in Zscaler Private Access, or ZPA. In this presentation, we'll walk through what app connectors are, how they fit into the Zero Trust architecture, where and how to deploy them, and how they maintain high availability. Whether you're preparing for the ZDT exam or deploying ZPA in a real environment, understanding app connectors is fundamental. They're the backbone of every private application connection in ZPA. Let's get started. App connectors are core ZPA components. Think of them as the bridge between your private applications and the Zscaler cloud. They're deployed close to the applications they serve, in your on-premises data centers, in private clouds, or in public cloud environments like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. There are three things that define app connectors. First, they're core ZPA components. Without them, there's no path from a user to a private application. Second, they use an outbound-only model. They establish outbound TLS connections to ZPA service edges. That means no inbound firewall rules, no public IP addresses, and dramatically reduced attack surface. And third, they are zero trust enforcers. Users connect only to specific, authorized applications, never to your entire network. The key takeaway here: app connectors reduce your attack surface by eliminating public-facing services entirely. Let's look at where app connectors sit in the overall ZPA architecture. The flow goes like this. A user with client connector initiates a request. That request travels to the Zero Trust Exchange, which evaluates identity, policy, and device posture. Once approved, the Zero Trust Exchange instructs an app connector to establish a connection to the private application. The critical thing to understand is that the user never touches the internal network. Authenticated traffic flows through the Zero Trust Exchange and the app connector directly to the application. Nothing more. This model supports least privilege access and microsegmentation. It also radically simplifies your network design. You don't need VPN concentrators, you don't need DMZs, and you don't need exposed reverse proxies. App connectors only need outbound connectivity to Zscaler and internally to the apps they serve. Slide 4, Inside-Out Connectivity Model. This slide highlights what makes app connectors architecturally unique: the inside-out connectivity model. App connectors use TLS for all outbound connections. They need zero inbound firewall rules. And 100% of user traffic flows through an encrypted microtunnel. Here's how it works in practice. All communication between the connector and Zscaler is initiated from inside your network. It passes through your existing egress firewalls and proxies, just like any other outbound HTTPS traffic. When a user session is established, ZPA creates a microtunnel between the user's client connector and the selected app connector via the service edge. The app connector then proxies the traffic to the application using internal IPs. From the application's perspective, all connections come from the app connector, not from the internet. This means you can apply your existing firewall, logging, and identity policies at the application edge without ever exposing the application to the internet. And one important security point: certificate pinning ensures that only Zscaler trusted service edges can communicate with the connector. This cannot be intercepted or spoofed. App connectors are flexible. They can be deployed in three main ways. On-premises deployments use virtual machines on your existing hypervisors. The VMs connect to networks that have direct access to the private apps they'll serve. To scale, you clone VMs and assign them using provisioning keys. No complex reconfiguration needed. Virtualized or private cloud deployments follow the same VM-based model, but benefit from cloud-like elasticity. Logical separation is maintained through connector groups, and auto-scaling is straightforward with provisioning keys. Public cloud deployments in AWS, Azure, or GCP place app connectors within VPCs or VNets, integrated with cloud-native routing like route tables and security groups. If you have a hybrid environment, you can connect cloud and on-premises through ExpressRoute, Direct Connect, or site-to-site VPNs. One important principle: each deployment location should typically be its own connector group. This maintains logical and operational separation and makes troubleshooting much cleaner. Zscaler's clear recommendation: deploy at least 2 app connectors per location. This eliminates single points of failure and ensures users maintain access even if one connector goes down. Let's look at a real-world example. If you have data centers in London and New York and cloud regions in AWS US West and Azure EMEA Central, you'd create 4 connector groups, 1 per location, each with a minimum of 2 connectors. That's 8 connectors total and a solid baseline for redundancy. There are 3 key principles for scaling effectively. Horizontal scaling: add more connectors rather than making existing ones bigger. Provisioning keys: use them to automate deployment and control how many connectors can register to each group. Multi-host and multi-zone distribution: spread your connectors across different hypervisors and availability zones so that a single infrastructure failure doesn't take out your entire group. Every app connector goes through a secure, 4-step process to establish trust with the Zscaler cloud. Step 1 *, you provide a provisioning key during deployment. This key authenticates the connector and ties it to a specific connector group. Step 2 *, during initial bootstrapping, the connector uses that key to establish a TLS connection to ZPA service edges, where it receives certificates and its full configuration. Step 3 *, a chain of trust is created, linking the connector to the Zscaler cloud and the applications it will serve. Step 4 *, all ongoing communication is secured with TLS and certificate pinning. Only Zscaler trusted service edges can talk to your connectors. Critically, any inline TLS interception between the connector and service edges must be completely disabled. It will break the connection. A critical warning here: always allow list the full set of Zscaler data centers in your firewall. Partial allow lists lead to intermittent, hard-to-debug connectivity failures. Application segmentation is how ZPA implements zero trust at the network level. Here's the chain of logic. First, you define an application segment, a set of apps identified by FQDN, IP range, and port. Then, that segment is associated with a connector group, which determines which app connectors can serve those applications. Next, access policies add another layer. Users can only reach a segment if their identity, group membership, and device posture all meet the criteria. Finally, a microtunnel is only established when every condition is satisfied. The security benefits are significant. Connectors only have reachability to the apps they're explicitly authorized to serve. Users never gain network-level access. Lateral movement, a common attacker technique, is dramatically reduced, and every access decision is based on verified identity and device state. As a ZDTA administrator, your job is to design connector group mappings that align with your organization's segmentation strategy. TLS termination and secure handshake. App connectors handle TLS on 2 distinct sides, and you need to understand both. On the cloud side, between the Zero Trust Exchange and the app connector, the connector acts as the server-side endpoint of the microtunnel. Certificate pinning ensures only Zscaler trusted certificates are accepted. Any inline TLS interception in this path must be completely disabled. This is non-negotiable. If you have a firewall doing SSL inspection between your connector and Zscaler, it will break connectivity and it won't be obvious why. On the application side, between the app connector and your private app, the connector initiates TLS or TCP connections based on the app's requirements. It may terminate TLS on behalf of the user or simply pass through encrypted traffic. This depends on your configuration and whether features like app protection are in use. Understanding both sides is important for troubleshooting certificate issues and for aligning with your internal TLS inspection policies. This slide covers 2 powerful capabilities: application discovery and connector group management. Starting with application discovery, ZPA can monitor access patterns and dynamically identify applications as they're used. Zscaler recommends enabling broad access initially, using wildcards, and then progressively refining policies using the discovered applications. You can select discovered apps directly from the admin console, define precise application segments, and apply policies. And the platform uses machine learning to suggest refined policies based on real usage data. This approach lets you improve your security posture over time without disrupting access. Connector groups are logical collections of app connectors that share network reachability and serve the same set of application segments. Within a group, ZPA uses DNS and health checks to determine which connectors can serve each application. A feature called dynamic server discovery that handles environments where IPs change frequently. The control plane selects the best connector for each user request based on proximity, health, and load. And because segments are tied to groups, not individual connectors, you can add new connectors to a group without touching your application segment configuration at all. ZPA provides robust high availability through 3 mechanisms: connector clustering, automatic failover, and capacity scaling. Connector clustering means that all connectors in a group can serve the same application segments. ZPA performs health checks against each connector continuously. TCP checks for TCP-based applications, with UDP health typically inferred for related TCP checks. If a connector fails health checks, it's immediately removed from rotation and no new sessions are sent to it. Automatic failover is transparent to your users. When a connector becomes unhealthy or overloaded, ZPA detects it and redistributes new sessions to healthy connectors in the group. Because client connector maintains its microtunnels to the service edge, the control plane can redirect traffic to a different connector without any changes on the endpoint. Capacity scaling is about planning ahead. Zscaler's guidance is clear. More smaller connectors provide better resilience than fewer larger ones. Monitor throughput, CPU, and memory on your connectors alongside ZPA usage analytics, and deploy additional connectors before you hit saturation, not after. Let's close with the 6 things every ZDTA administrator needs to internalize about app connectors. 1. App connectors use outbound-only TLS. There are no inbound firewall rules and no public IP addresses required. 2. Users connect to applications, not the network. This is the foundation of least privilege access in ZPA. 3. Deploy a minimum of 2 connectors per location in separate, logically distinct connector groups. 4. Provisioning keys are how connectors authenticate to Zscaler and how you enable auto-scaling. 5. Application discovery combined with machine learning allows you to progressively build and refine your segmentation posture without disrupting users. 6. ZPA handles failover automatically, but capacity planning is your responsibility. Monitor proactively. App connectors are the application-side enforcement point for everything ZPA does. Design them well, scale them appropriately, and monitor them continuously. Thank you for attending this session.